Bing bong.
So the new Fantastic Four trailer officially dropped, and I've got some thoughts. I wanted to jump right into the positives. The movie visually looks fantastic. I know that this is sort of a period piece in the sense that I think it takes place in the 60s, and it looks so cool. They've got so many just old school things that add to this, whether it be the cars, whether it be the suits, the styles that people are dressed in. Just looks really, really good for a Marvel movie. And, you know, there hasn't been that many Marvel movies that have been set in a later, a previous time period. So to see one like this that gets a chance to mess around with all that stuff is really exciting. I also want to say the music in this trailer, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Marvel usually kills it with their trailer music in general, but this one specifically just looked really cool. And, I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a little emotional seeing these characters on screen again, because a bit of a rocky history between the Fantastic Four movies, the earlier ones that I grew up with, which I, probably still have a bit of a soft spot for, and then obviously the one that Fox made a few years ago that I thought tanked these heroes forever. I thought we would never see them on the big screen again. So to see them all back together, we're getting a movie this year, is really exciting. The suits also one of my favorite parts of this trailer. I think that I'm one of the people that just hates all of these nanotech suits that everybody wears in current Marvel movies. It feels like the suits have lost a lot of personality. And the older, more practical suits, I think, just have a lot more personality to them. The colors look really good. The one the thing is wearing looks like it's got like a little bit of a sweater, but then also these just really interesting like paneling, pattern design. It just looks really good. I know they're based off of like their original costumes that they wore back when they debuted, so that's also a very cool nod. And I'm a big fan of any time the suits look good. I like a good looking suit in a comic book movie, and these look fantastic, which was not an intentional pun, but they really look fantastic. Say that again. So very excited. We also see Galactus in this trailer. Looks great, I guess. We only see the back of his head. I don't really know too much about what the movie's about, which I'm trying to go in pretty blind. I don't want to know too much, because I like to go in somewhat surprised. I will say I'm still a little bit nervous. This is Marvel in phase 5 now. I'm not really sure what's happening there with the phases. They've, kind of went from appointment movie viewing to not that good. Just the quality's really dropped off, and quality-wise, there are a couple things in this trailer that do make me a little bit nervous. Now, the movie doesn't come out for 5 more months, so there's still time to go back and iron out some of these things. But 2 things stood out to me in this trailer from the worrisome side. The first one is that the Thing, when he's moving around in motion, speaking, the way his mouth looks a little bit weird. Not that we needed Michael Chiklis in a Thing suit, like a practical suit, but it looks a little bit strange. Maybe they'll iron that out by the time the movie comes out. I don't know. Marvel and CGI have had a pretty rocky relationship over the last several years. On that note, we do not see Mr. Fantastic's powers. I think that, rightfully so, this is a very difficult character to make his powers look not goofy. We saw with Miss Marvel, they chose to just change her powers pretty much from big stretchy girl to like energy beams and stuff. Not really sure. I didn't watch the show, but I know they changed her powers a little bit just from a practicality standpoint. So I'm a little curious, like, are they not confident in how it looks and they're really trying to figure out a way to make it look better, or are they holding it back for some reason? Like, they have to have known leaving it out of the trailer would be one of the talking points. People would say, well, why didn't we see Mr. Fantastic? So, I know that his powers are on screen a little bit silly. I hope they find a way to make them look somewhat good. I don't think they've ever looked terrible. They just, it's tough for him to not look goofy when he's using them. So that's really it. I think that this is very promising. I think this looks like the first Marvel movie that I've been excited about going to see. It's the first one that's not a sequel in a while, so that's pretty exciting just on its own. And let me know what you guys think. I'm really hopeful that Fantastic Four and hopefully the Captain America movie that comes out in about a week really inject a little more life into the MCU, which used to really get people excited, and hopefully these new movies can start to bring that feeling back. Fingers crossed.